What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to quickly share with you some comments that I've been getting on my videos recently, and it's a really interesting argument that hits me in a very funny way. Perhaps you're familiar with it. I don't take the Bible literally. Well, how fucking convenient, because I don't take the Bible literally either. See, for somebody like me, when I hear an outspoken Christian say something like that, to me it sounds what they're saying is, none of this shit makes any fucking sense, but I choose to believe it anyways. But in what do you believe? You don't take the Bible literally, so how do you know where to draw a conclusion to what is to be taken literally and what isn't? Because it does seem to me that you just don't want the baggage of having to haul around well-reasoned arguments. Is that what it is? Because if it's just some attempt to play an apathetic middle ground, then I really have no interest in hearing it whatsoever. And by the way, when you tell me that you don't take the Bible literally, that doesn't mean like, oh, okay, we stop there. It's not like somebody would say with faith, oh, as soon as you mention faith, oh, that's just the end of the conversation. It's not the end of the conversation. That opens up an entirely new branch of questions, because at least the guys, the young earth creationists who take the Bible literally, at least those guys, I can nail them down on a point. If you say I don't even take the Bible literally, why the fuck do you believe it then? I would say you've probably been faced with the absurdities that are in the scriptures, of which there are many, but yet you want to believe anyways. Now, maybe there is something else out there, but can anybody name me one other area where this would be acceptable? Especially when these people are talking about the stakes being so high. This deals with your eternity, where you're going to go, but the only book that the God gave us is completely unreliable in ascertaining truth. This is one of the first things I think of when people tell me they don't take the Bible literally, is do you realize what it means for your religion at that point? It means that your all-knowing, all-powerful God failed so miserably, he couldn't even get the Bible right, and apparently hasn't done shit to fix that problem. Then the following question would be, why the fuck would you believe in something like that? Or maybe, since you don't take the Bible literally and we have no idea what the fuck you're thinking, perhaps you think that wasn't the purpose of the Bible at all. Because I do in one way admire the person that says, I don't take the Bible literally, because they're trying to distance themselves from, like I say, the obvious barbarism and mayhem and slaughter and genocide, rape, and slavery endorsement, and all the horrible things that happen in the Bible, plus the hellish torture bit. You're trying to distance yourself from a lot of those things. I understand that, but I don't understand why you don't just drop the last bit. Why are you hanging on to it at all? If the book is unreliable, the book is the only basis for any of it. Why aren't you just dropping the entire thing? I'm not even saying you should necessarily become an atheist either. There's different concepts of gods for different things. There's deistic, there's theistic, and theistic is a huge umbrella of bullshit to dwell through. You can believe in any of that, but have you ever thought and really asked yourself, why Christianity? It's something to think about, because I'm really just expressing my thoughts on this, because it's really confusing why someone would claim to be a Christian and claim that they understand that there are enormous absurdities in the Bible. And also, isn't it convenient that we only found out these things were absurdities once we investigated? And instead of dropping those positions, people just say like, oh yeah, well actually that's what the Bible meant the entire time. Seems a little too convenient for me. But now for a little bit of side news. For the past couple of weeks now, I have actually been writing a book. Tell me that ain't fucking awesome. It's something that's been on my bucket list since I was a kid. Always wanted to write a fucking book. Now I'm finally going to get to do it, and it's on a subject that I absolutely love: apologetic and counter-apologetic arguments. It's going really good. I want to have more details on that later, because I don't know if you sons of bitches knew that autopsy like to read, but every one of my videos has been logged in this book. That's all my old videos. All of them. All the scripting has went into this book, and a lot of it is going into my actual book. That it'll be a while before it comes out. I want to keep everybody updated, but you can go to, I'll put the link in the description below for the Facebook page, the Autopsy 87 Facebook page. You can go and check it out. Every once in a while I'll keep you a little more posted on that. The book is, at least so far that I've already written like two bits of the introduction and 2 chapters, and it's got like 8 chapters, probably about 120 pages, something like that. But I'm trying to fit every goddamn bit of argument that I have on this subject into it, and I think it's going to be really cool. Like I say, I've always wanted to write a book. I've been reading a shitload of Thomas Paine and Bertrand Russell, and it's been really inspiring. But like I say, I'll put the link down in the description below for the Facebook page. You can follow me over there. Maybe I have more details. Thanks for watching.